Okay. Good morning, one and all. Today we are discussing anomalous secondary growth in Bignonia stem. In the last session, we discussed about what is meant by abnormal secondary growth. In abnormal secondary growth, either the origin of the cambium or the function of the cambium is abnormal. And if either of these cases occur, that kind of a secondary growth is referred to as anomalous or abnormal secondary growth. Either it is useful for the plant or it may not be useful for the plant. If it is useful for the plant, then it is referred to as adaptive anomalous secondary growth. And if it is of no use, then it is simply referred to as non-adaptive anomalous secondary growth. Today we have cut a section of Bignonia stem. Bignonia is one of the type genus of family Bignoniaceae. And in this Bignoniaceae, this Bignonia plant is one of the climber. As we are aware, a climbing stem needs a high degree of tensile strength and pliancy, unlike that of a solid mass of a woody cylinder of an erect stem. Therefore, Bignonia stem shows a deviation from the normal pattern of secondary growth. In Bignonia stem, the ring of cambium develops normally. What is meant by normally? That is from intra or interfascicular cambium. The cells of the medullary ray in line with the fascicular cambium becomes meristematic and forms interfascicular cambium. Then the fascicular and interfascicular cambium will join together to form a normal ring of cambium, and therefore the origin of cambium is normal. Then afterward, for some time, this normal ring of cambium functions normally. That means it will produce secondary xylem intracambially and secondary phloem extracambially. That is a normal function. But then after some time, the cambium differentiates into 8 strips. It differentiates into 8 strips. And out of those 8, the 4 strips, out of 8, the 4 alternate strips are arranged. 4 alternately arranged strips of cambia produce more secondary xylem towards the inner side and less amount of secondary phloem towards the outside. Okay. See, initially the cambium was working normally by producing secondary xylem intracambially and secondary phloem extracambially. But in this diagrammatic representation, you can see the entire ring of cambia divides into 8 strips. And out of these 8 strips, 4 strips, that means alternately, out of the 8, 4 alternately arranged strips of cambia shall produce more secondary xylem towards the inner side and less amount of secondary phloem towards the outside. Whereas the other 4 alternate strips of cambia will produce lesser amount of secondary xylem towards the inner side and more amount of secondary phloem towards the outside. Now this particular activity is abnormal. And if it is abnormal, then we have to consider this as a anomalous or abnormal secondary growth. This abnormal activity of alternate strips results into 4 wedges of phloem being embedded in the secondary xylem. You can see here, this is a deep wedge which is being produced over here, but this is only a small part of the entire section. But you can see here a complete diagrammatic structure, and in this particular diagrammatic structures you can clearly make out 4 alternate such wedges are being produced. And now here you can also clearly see this is secondary phloem, this is secondary phloem. The amount of secondary phloem produced over here is comparatively less, but over here the amount of secondary phloem produced is more. So in this particular furrow, secondary phloem is more. Now the next alternative strip, which is next to this, will have the same kind of a pattern. So when you see in the diagrammatic representation, you can see clearly 4 furrows or 4 wedges, one after the other alternatively. So in the out of 8 strips, 4 strips will behave normally and the remaining 4 strips will behave abnormally. As a result of this peculiar structure with ridged and furrowed xylem, cylinder is formed. The depth of this particular groove goes on increasing as more and more secondary growth takes place. Now the question arises, why this is happening? Is there any reason behind it? The answer is yes. The answer lies in the first sentence which I mentioned earlier, that Bignonia is a climber and it requires pliancy so that it can twist and turn as a climber. The secondary phloem in these particular grooves, as we are aware, is a soft tissue and it provides the support a few horizontal bonds of lignified sclerenchyma as well. The soft phloem makes the stem pliant. The secondary xylem consists of secondary tracheids, fibers, parenchyma, and vessels. In the old stem, the pith may become lignified or may get simply crushed, depending upon how long the secondary growth takes place. The cortex is differentiated into outer collenchyma and inner parenchyma with patches of sclerenchyma. So if we consider this as a secondary growth, this is not a normal secondary growth, it is abnormal secondary growth, because even though the origin of the cambium is normal, but the behavior of the cambium is abnormal. But then even if it is abnormal, it is helping the plant, especially Bignonia as a climber. The stem is getting some advantage, pliancy, and that is the reason why this anomalous secondary growth in Bignonia stem is adaptive in nature. Lastly, I would like to mention only one single sentence which you have to remember always, and that is, in Bignonia stem, the origin of the cambium is normal, but behavior is abnormal, and it is an adaptive type of secondary growth. This is a hand-drawn section You can also observe a slide being prepared by using double stain. In this double staining technique, you can clearly make out the presence of two colors. We have safranin, which is especially giving color to lignified cells, and then hematoxylin, which is giving color to phloem, non-lignified. So in both of these particular sections, you can clearly make out the locations of xylem as well as phloem. Here with the arrow, it is clearly shown secondary phloem present in the furrows, and in between you can also see the strips of xylem, and here you get the presence of secondary xylem. So this is a furrow you can clearly see. And how many such furrows you will get? You will get 4 furrows. Total you will get 4 such furrows. Okay, so this is anomalous secondary growth, abnormal secondary growth in Bignonia, where the origin of the cambium is normal, but the behavior is abnormal. And Bignonia anomalous secondary growth is adaptive in nature.